All right, let's bring in our two experts into this particular discussion. First up, gentlemen, sad loss really for Kolkata Knight Riders, a match that they should have won. What really went wrong? What was the biggest turning point according to you?
Oh, they didn't make enough runs. I know you're very upset, Akash, with KKR at the moment. Look, I think the wonderful performance by Goni is probably that turned it. You know, they scored like 55 runs in the last 4.5 overs because of his unbelievable hitting. But then again, they were cruising KKR and. Well, is he complacent? They couldn't get a partnership going with Gambier. They got off to a bad start. You know, you've got to give credit to Kings 11 because they've got a good captain.
Because they never
hasn't made a run, but I tell you what, good coach, and they always go down fighting.
Right. Mr. Engineer, we really did not expect this from Punjab, especially against the defending champions.
Nobody. Well, just goes to show that nobody can predict a 2020 match or IPL. That's the beauty of this game. One good partnership, couple of good partnerships, a couple of quick wickets at the right time, and any side can win.
Right.
KKR on paper should have beaten, you know, Kings 11 Punjab, especially with Sunil Narine getting a hat trick.
Right.
You know, not many teams would lose a game
with a hat trick.
I think KKR have blown it to a certain extent. You know, they have, they Yusuf Pathan again, intelligent bowling to him. They bowled short to him because they know he can't hook.
Right.
Bhatia had a bit of a cameo. So all in all, it was a very close game, and we want to see close games like that, and that will make 2020 very, very popular even more popular than it is. But I'm sorry for you. My heart bleeds for you.
Yeah, my heart.
And for Shah Rukh that KKR have lost again. Yeah.
But coming back to this discussion about a particular individual called Yusuf Pathan. Now he's been given umpteen number of opportunities, especially by Gautam Gambhir, who really has a lot of faith in him and picks him for every match. Is it time now for Pathan to be benched?
13 from 16 balls. They pay him nearly $2 million a year. It's time for him to have a rest.
Someone like a Rajat Bhatia came in and possibly did better than him.
Well, yes, indeed. Rajat Bhatia played an absolute cameo. The 6 and the 4 that he hit. You know, he doesn't last very long, didn't play many balls. But he certainly played. And there is a question mark now about Yusuf Pathan.
Right.
You know, Wasim Akram has been plugging him a lot, saying that he should be batting higher up the order. But I think he's batted at all numbers. He's had his chance. But where are his shots gone? You know, he used to be such a terrific stroke player.
Well, they're bowling the short ones to him because he's not a good hooker and puller.
Absolutely. And that's what they did.
And that was the strategy. Because as soon as he walked in,
that's what they did today. They gave him up his chin,
Yes.
and he was helpless. He couldn't. You know, he hit 1-4 because on the leg side.
Right.
But otherwise, he was just at sea with the short pitch deliveries.
But
like Chris Gale to a certain extent, Dale Steyn giving him up to the chin.
They're bumping him.
You got to be really quick to do that.
Two other lads there that I need to look at as well at their form. Tavari is a real major problem, and Bislow. The honeymoon's over. I know you were brilliant in the final. You were absolutely brilliant. But come on now, it's time to actually get your gear back now and start to make some runs because now we're getting halfway through the season, or getting well into the season now. He hasn't made a run. There's Tavari. The way Tavari played put so much pressure on Gambier, got him out in the end. So these guys got to learn to get one and get the big boys on strike. They're not doing it.
Right, and as Gambhir really mentioned in the post-match press conference, that it's time perhaps for players to try and finish off the matches when they are there in the middle and not put the responsibility onto the shoulders of other people coming off.
When one is about 15, 20 or so in these games, they should try and capitalize on that. They don't want a new man to come in at that stage.
Absolutely.
They're already set. They're seeing the ball well, and they should play for the team and not just play a stupid shot or a stupid run out.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, because the team needs to come together as one unit like they did in the last season when they went on to win the title. Then their next match, remember, they play two-time champions Chennai Super Kings. Perhaps the only silver lining for KKR in that match is that they'll be playing at home at the Eden Gardens. All right, now we are waiting for the second match of the day to finish, which is of course gone into a super over between Bangalore and Delhi. News now from Bangalore is that AB de Villiers and Chris Gale, no surprise there really, have come out to bat in the super over. We'll get to that in just a bit as soon as that is over. Let's ask our experts what they think.
You might have a double super over here because of course.
What if he gets a boundary?
If Delhi hits a 4 here, we have a double super over.
Come on, guys, where is Virender Sehwag?
Yes, that was going to be my first question.
Hey man, come on, where is
Why didn't Sehwag come out to bat?
Of course he should be in. You know, he should be opening. He should be going in number 1.
Right.
Who knows? He could have smacked 4 fours by now.
Well, for our viewers, Warner and Rohra went into opening the batting for Delhi. Why Viru didn't come out? And of course, Rohra got out first ball.
Yeah.
So and then they whacked in Irfan Pathan, and he's hit a 6 and's got it to the last ball. So that's basically what's happened. So there's been a few queries with Sehwag.
Even Ravi Rampal, who was my choice.
That was a good call. Yeah,
the bowler. I mean, he was definitely the only bowler for me to bowl the super over.
Because interestingly, Bangalore now have been involved. Bangalore's been involved in 2 super overs, the 2 supers overs that we've seen IPL 6.
Come on, from one
Vinay
ball,
Kumar bowled the last one and they lost.
He's got to bowl a Yorker right on the middle stump, bang on there.
And it's the fifth super over that we've had. And interestingly, the first teams that the team that's bowled the 4 is actually
Bangalore's won. Bangalore's won.
What I was trying to say is that now the team has batted first. In 5 of the super overs have won. 5, all of them.
Does this show lack of confidence in Sehwag? I mean, he's not doing himself any good. We're all rooting for him. We love Viru. I love his style of batting. You know, he's the only Indian cricketer to have got 200-300s in Test cricket.
Right.
And we love him. Virender Sehwag is our star. And for 1 over, he would have been definitely the man. I would have sent him. I would have pushed him out. I would have padded before he even went in.
Well, that is actually the million-dollar question at this point in time. Why didn't Virender Sehwag come out to bat? But looking back at the match that happened, the first 20 overs of the match that happened in Bangalore's innings, it was one of those rare occasions when Gale fell early, and yet RCB showed us that they can still put up a good show without him.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the partnership between Virat and AB. Virat played a captain's innings there. He played superb that, I thought, they played good cricketing shots. They didn't play any cross-bat stuff or, what do you call the reverse sweep or something. They played good cricketing shots and they got a good total. For me, and then they throw it all away. Did you see the run-outs? No calling at all. There were yes, no, maybe. That's no good. You got to really say yes, it's got to be yes.
The weakness with the RCB I see at the moment, and it's been proven, they've had 3 or 4 games that got real close. They've had 2 super overs already. They've got a couple of games that's gone to the last over and really close. Is that their number 6, 7, 8, 9 aren't that good at players with the bat. They just lack a lot. I'm talking about Kartik.
But they lack cricketing sense as well. Basic running between the wickets. I mean, that cost them a couple of crucial wickets at a crucial time.
But what about Delhi? 5 losses out of the 5 matches played. Is it all over for them?
Might be all over for a few people by the end of this season. They can't have. This is a shocking start. This is an absolute nightmare.
But who should take maximum responsibility? Should it be the
captain?
The
captain and the coach.
The captain and the coach and the think tank.
And that's really sad because
they haven't done anything right that we want to see. We want to say nice things about them. They've got a tremendous following here in Delhi. But there is nothing right happening for them. This was a great occasion for them to get 16 runs in an over for. Sehwag could get that in a test match.
All right, we almost run out of time on this particular discussion. Before we wrap up, Mr. Engineer, quick yes or no, would you back Bangalore to go ahead and win the title this time?
Very good chance. Bangalore have got a very, very good side. So have Mumbai.
Right.
Chennai have been on the decline a bit. I reckon it's RCB or Mumbai Indians.
Okay, Dino, your call, because they haven't won the title ever. Yes or no? Can they win it?
Bowling's a big week, and their batters from 7, 8, 9, 10 aren't that good. No. All right, so yes and no, it's a split verdict for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Of course, the fans will all have their fingers crossed because remember, RCB is the only team who've reached 2 finals but haven't won the title. Well, that's all the time that we have on discussion for this particular show. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this evening. We'll, of course, come back to you again tomorrow. And thanks so much for being with us.